Hi, welcome to Image Fillers. This is just a brief overview of our machines. These are auger fillers. What I'm quoting you guys is called an Image 2000. It's basically this machine right here. What we do is we provide you we'll just switch over to this machine. We provide you with a stainless steel frame. We have height adjustment. It's basically a screw jack that raises and lowers the whole entire filling head 8 inches. That piece right there is called a double bell. It has a Delrin sleeve in it, so the column, the aluminum pipe, can travel up and down the 8 inches. It can also spin around. It can go 180 degrees if you want to. So if you're mounting this a conveyor on these arms right here, you could do containers, and then you could do bags on the other side. But basically, this frame is very nice. It's heavy duty. The machine up here is typically a top-heavy machine, so this frame balances it out very nicely. Moving up, we have a stainless steel hopper. It's 2 cubic feet, or 16 gallons. There are quick release clamps up here. So basically, all you're doing is releasing four clamps, and the whole hopper basically comes down with those clamps loose and this bolt right here. It's a self-aligning L bracket. So basically, once you take the hopper down, you put it right back up in place. It's always going to be lined up for you. Never misaligned. Moving up, we have a 6-inch diameter, excuse me, 6-inch diameter infeed duct that you pour your product into. You can do a bulk feed system or a screw feeder. Up top here, we have a head casting. This is where your motors are going to sit. The nice thing about our machine is that we use clear anodizing for the fill head. Basically, no paint. It's non-corrosive. Will last a lifetime. So it's sent out and anodized, the aluminum. Covers up here are stainless steel. We have the top cover, side covers, all stainless steel. So it's basically the top of the line. These are all aluminum castings. Castings, all aluminum castings. Going to the rear of the machine, basically have a motor starter box. This is where your incoming power is. Normally we have 220 or 440 volts, and we have a 110 with the plug for the controls. On the back here we have a fill motor. That's what controls your clutch and brake inside the filling head. And we'll just move over here to inside of a filling head right here. So basically you have a clutch brake. That's going to stop and start your auger. There is an encoder that we use. We're not showing it here, but we have an encoder plug. We have a slow speed reducer. What this is a motor back here and a gear reducer. So basically that is control with a sprocket and a chain is controlling a blade that's going to sweep the wall of the hopper to keep your product flowing. Your product is a very non-free flowing product, so we need to keep that moving. Let's come back over here to the controls. What we're going to give you is basic setup here. You're going to have an on-off switch. We're going to switch over here to another machine to show you it's complete. Basically, you have an on-off switch here. Power off on. Your agitation again is that blade that's going to sweep the inner wall of the hopper. You can go and have it on all the time, which you're not going to do, or with fill. So every time the auger turns, your blade's going to turn, which is what you're going to want. Then you have your clutch, which is your clutch brake, as I showed you. That's going to basically be in the run position at all times. At the end of the day, if you have a little bit of product, you're going to jog it and just jog the remaining amount out. Up here we have a counter. Basically, you're going to hit set on here. You're going to change how many turns of the auger you want and hit enter. Basically, this is a volumetric filler. We're just turning the auger. So many rotations is going to have so much product coming in. And next we're going to show you the testing. Okay, here we are in our test lab. Basically this is an Image 2000. How we operate this machine is with a foot switch. So basically you would hold the container underneath the tube, and you can either use a foot switch, or you can tie it into a conveyor and use a photo eye for automatic filling. Basically, again, just going back to this counter, right now we have on here set 350, which is basically 3.5 turns. Say we wanted to make that 3.7 turns. Basically, we're going to hit set, go to 3.7, enter, and we're at 3.7 turns. Again, all we're going to do right now is a semi-automatic fill. One thing I do want to let you know before we start filling here is I did quote you a flat brigade assembly. I don't have a flat brigade on here right now, but basically it is a gate that there's two pieces on either side of this tube that would come down and would close after every fill. Your product is non-free flowing, but it wants to drip a little bit, and that flat brigade will eliminate that completely. I'll show you what it looks like without it, and you can decide if you'd like to get it or not. Okay, here we go. I'm just pouring the product in there into the top of the hopper for you guys. So again, basically all you're doing is changing the revolutions, and that puts out so much product. Right now we're filling about 400 grams in 3.7 turns, which is almost 4/10 of a second. 4/10 of 1 second is about 400 grams, a little less than 1 pound. So you're going to be able to fill your 10 ounce and your 16 ounce very quickly with our machine. Thank you.